Mess with the jiggle, I pick in the middle. Little things cause I know that they tickle. Mess with the belly, I play it like fiddles. Dive in your stomach and watch it just ripple.
Can I get some stomach love? Stomach love. Feeling on your stomach bug. Squeeze it while we
Good afternoon, world, and welcome to another Dormtainment podcast. Thank you guys for being here. Is that my phone? It's vibrating, but at least it's on vibrate. I'm very professional. Welcome back to another Dormtainment podcast. It is just me, Rome Green Jr. I do not have the rest of my colleagues with me. I decided to bring the podcast with me on the road. We all separated for a little family time, a little holiday break because it's been a long year, and we wanted to go to our respective homes. We have 3 in Miami, 1 in D.C., 1 in Detroit. Shout out to all my brothers. I love y'all. Hope y'all having a good holiday. Getting a lot of food. I know Cam and Chaz getting a lot of food. They was in the Bahamas. I'm a little jealous about that. I know Mike getting good food. Everybody getting good food, man. Shout out to all my brothers, man. So it's been a long year. I didn't want to just stop the podcast, even if it's just me by myself, because I am a part of Dormtainment, so I will keep the show rolling as long as I can. And I am also in North Carolina, so I figured I'd bring everything with me. Thank you to everybody who supported Broke and Famous 2, which dropped on December 20th. That was this past Sunday. Let me tell y'all, man, y'all are the best. You guys, you fans are the best. You continue to support. You've been supporting for the past 6-7 years. We're going on year number 7, and we really feel like this year is going to be a milestone in Dormtainment, just in our business, in our lives, that we're going to move to the next level. And we've shown progress each year that we've been doing this, and that's the most important part, that we keep growing and that we keep learning and that we keep expanding our brand and reaching out to new faces and doing incredible things in that lane. So thank you guys for supporting us. Thank you guys for the motivation for us to keep going. And we appreciate all your emails. We appreciate all your tweets, all your Instagram comments, Tumblr. We appreciate everything. Facebook, all of that, man. And everybody seemed to really love the album. They loved the songs that were on there. Thumb Thuggin' was a favorite. Clearance Swag was a favorite. Dropping Faces was a favorite. And all of you guys are just, you keep tweeting it. We were number 1 on the comedy charts once again, so thank you guys for doing that. 3 years later, we did the same thing. We want to continue to push the music and continue to get people to listen. So however you guys can spread it, we would appreciate it. We'll do our best to do the same on this end. And just thank you, and we love you guys from the bottom of my heart, because we wouldn't be able to do this without you guys. With that being said, we usually do things we're not going to talk about. Do I have anything I'm not going to talk about? The Steve Harvey situation happened. But, I'm not going to talk about that because everybody makes mistakes. That was a big mistake, but everybody makes mistakes, and we can't. If we shun him for making that mistake, we need to go ahead and get at everybody for making a mistake, because we all make mistakes, and all we can do is learn from it, continue to push forward. And they're probably going to have him back again hosting. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But I think they are, man, because that's what honesty gets you. If you're gonna talk, you got to talk.
They are. He signed a 3-year contract.
Excuse me, misinformation.
Yes.
That voice you guys hear, let me tell you guys, this podcast is very near and dear to my heart and very special to me, because this woman has motivated me, inspired me, and most importantly, supported me in everything that I've done, everything that I will do. Why does somebody keep calling my phone and interrupting this good podcast?
I don't know
who it is.
Mr. Popular.
Well, I'm a businessman first and foremost. So
I'm a businesswoman. My phone ain't ringing.
Well, you don't have as much business as I got going on. But yes, without her support, I wouldn't have been able to go down to Atlanta and do what I needed to do and meet who I needed to meet. She allowed me to get the firsthand experience of Atlanta, even though I probably could have went on my own one day eventually. But
No,
what do you mean no?
because it was meant for me to take you to Atlanta, so you would want to go back to Atlanta.
You know, some people just want to take all the credit for everything.
Yes.
All the credit. But I do give you all the credit. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my mother, Miss Pamela Gales. How are you doing today, Mom?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm sitting here relaxing with my son and my lazy dog.
This dog. Let me tell
on
you
this
about,
rainy
let
day.
me tell you about our dog Flip. This Negro don't do nothing. And when I say Negro, he is black. When we got him, he was all black. Now he old, so he got a bit of gray in the front of his face, and he just sleep and eat and sleep and eat. But
Life
he's still
is good.
but he's still active though. To be an old dog, he's still active. When did we get him? What year did we get him?
2003?
It wasn't no 2003. It was 2001.
It was 2003.
How old was I when we got Flip?
You was
Like
in,
13, 12, 13?
No, you weren't that old.
What you mean I wasn't that old?
In 2003, you was
Yeah, I was 14.
14.
13,
yeah,
14.
yeah, because you went on the website and found him. Yeah.
Yeah,
Iggy.
yeah. His name was Iggy originally, and thank goodness I didn't keep it as Iggy because for a various number of reasons. But
Yeah, we got him in 2003.
yeah, but
Because he's 13.
yeah. He old, but we love him and he's a staple
No, we got
in our
him when
family.
He was 2 already.
Don't do the math. You gonna hurt your head over there trying to figure out the math.
He's about 14, 15.
He is about 14, 15. And we have a lot of last names in this family. I got that sounds funny, don't it? We got a lot of last names.
Don't do that.
Yeah, no, we don't have a lot of last names, but we have a lot of color last names. I'm a Green. Your original last name is your OG last name is what?
Brown.
It's Brown, okay. And then now it's Gales. That's not a color,
Yes,
but
I went from brown to green.
brown to green. That's two colors that
Yes.
don't mix together.
Brown and green makes mud like so.
It does make a mud color. Well, thank you for, being on a podcast and opening up to our listeners who always wonder about the Dormtainment guys and their mother. I'm a mama's boy for anybody who doesn't know.
Yes.
If my dad listened to this, he going to be upset. I can see him being
He
mad.
already know.
I can see him being mad, but he know what it is. He know what it is. See, I ain't scared of him. I'm scared of you.
As you should be.
I'm scared of you. So where were you born? For those listening,
I was born right here in good old Sanford, North Carolina, which is about an hour away from where we live here in Hillsborough.
she's being modest, guys. She was born at Sanford, North Carolina, where there's millions of dollars of farmland and lots of cows and trees.
Sanford is not like Bear Creek.
Do you just hear the Bear Creek is the countryest of names
Where your grandparents live.
Shout out to my grandmother and grandfather in Bear Creek. But Sanford is a very small town. Now
I was born there.
you
It
were
might
born
be a
there.
small town, but I was born
and
there.
you were born there. And now growing up, like, were you active in school? Like,
Growing up, I was very active in school. Well, we didn't move here until I was in the 9th grade
We didn't move where?
to North Carolina.
So you were born in Sanford. You leaving out information. You were born in Sanford.
Then our family moved to Pennsylvania. And then we moved to Delaware.
Shout out PA. Shout out Delaware.
Where I was raised, because we left North Carolina when I was like 2.
Okay. So you were raised.
I was basically raised up north.
Okay, from like the age of 2 to about 14.
14.
Okay.
Yes. So we
Okay.
moved back to North Carolina.
Now,
when
how
I
did you
was
adjust
14.
moving back? Because you didn't really experience the country since you left so early.
It was a rough adjustment at first.
Yeah.
And then I realized that it wasn't as bad as I thought it was when I got to going to school and getting involved in activities and things like that. So I
Okay.
got very involved when I came here because you know me, I'm just not one to sit around. I'm be involved in stuff.
Oh,
and,
excuse. So that's
you know,
guys.
and
That's,
very popular. So
guys, that's where I get my popularity from,
Exactly.
and wanting to move around and be about in the world is from my mother because she was the same way. Now in high school,
and I always wanted to make the best of the situation. I
Yeah.
couldn't move back to Delaware because I wasn't gonna leave my family.
yeah.
So I had to adjust.
So that's where we differ because I left y'all.
And you adjusted.
I said I'm out of here.
Yeah. And you
At
adjusted
18,
to
I
wherever you
said
go.
I'm going. Yeah, that's one thing I do love about us. We can move and
It don't
mold
bother us.
to whatever environment, whatever people. I could go live in another country today and it wouldn't bother me at all.
Nope, me either.
Wouldn't bother me at all. Now, when you got to high school, were you a school person? Some people aren't for school. Some people were you? You had good grades. Yeah.
Of course.
Don't say of course
Why
like
do
I'm
you-
just supposed
no.
to know you
Why
had
do you
good
think
grades.
I'm so heavy on education when it comes to my children being educated?
Okay.
Because
I
I
used to-
love education. I like learning.
Can I be honest
I
right
like
now?
school.
Can I be honest? Let me tell you.
Be honest. That's what
Let me
it's
tell
all
you.
about.
It is. It's all about truth and honesty. I used to hate it when you be like, "Did you do the extra credit?" And I'd be like, "Man, I don't want to do no extra credit."
But why wouldn't you do
And see,
the extra
but I'm
credit?
so glad you pushed me to do it because
Exactly.
now I want to go the extra mile. I want to
That's
try my
right.
best and do my best
That's right.
in life. And even the book that I was telling you about that I read, the 4 Agreements book, the last agreement is try your best. And
That's right.
you
If
were
you don't, then
you were instilling that in me at a young age, but kids hard headed.
you and your sister.
I
are
ain't wanna
hard-headed.
be-
She
I
didn't
ain't-
want to ever do the extra credit either. I'd
Because
be like, why get 100 when you can get 102 with
That-
that 2 extra points?
what that 102 gonna do for
That
me?
2
But now I get it. Now I
yes,
know.
was
Now I
the
know
extra
what.
that you feel good about because
Yeah.
I did that. I got the 100, but I got the 102.
So you was an overachiever. That's what you was a overachiever. I see. Okay.
Well, in high school, I was in every club. I was on the
Yeah.
yearbook
Yep.
staff. I worked in the library.
Mm-hmm.
I made good grades.
You worked in the library. That's
worked
funny.
I worked
You
in
didn't
the
tell me
library.
that. And
Yeah.
for those who are listening, my very first job was where? Where is it at?
Working at the library.
I've been a nerd in these streets.
But
I've been
I
reading.
didn't get paid for working in the library. It was like a class.
I mean, I barely
For
got
me.
paid. Whatever
You
that.
got paid. Don't do that.
Don't
The
do
county
what?
paid you $8 an hour. At
They
14.
did?
Yes.
I wasn't even supposed to be working
At 14, you could work at the library though.
at the library.
Yeah, that was
okay,
it. You could
okay,
work at the library
okay.
and make a little
They were
extra.
paying me $8 an hour.
They were paying you $8.
I ain't got
an
nothing to show for it, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it go to
Nothing.
show.
Nothing.
Ain't got nothing to show for that $8 an hour.
Nothing.
What did I spend that on? Nothing.
Nothing when you got your check. What you wanted to spend on.
I didn't spend that on nothing.
Yes, what you
Man,
wanted to spend on
okay.
junk.
So, did you do any sports in high school?
I did not do sports,
Uh-huh.
but I did the things that were for the prissy girls. I did.
What are the things for the prissy girls?
I was in band, but
Okay.
I was a letter girl.
You was a
which
letter girl,
We danced
okay.
for the band. When the band played, we danced with the palm.
Y'all was out there twerking?
That's funny. We probably did twerk.
Oh,
and they
no.
Just, and they
Oh.
just now bringing it back.
Oh, no. I don't want to hear that.
We was out there with the
Oh,
pom
no. Oh,
And they
no.
probably seen us, and now they
Oh,
bringing it back. Saying,
Jesus.
oh, I remember.
You know,
seeing
everything
us
is
do
full
that.
circle. Everything in
is.
life is full circle. It comes back around.
So I did that.
yeah.
I was with the band.
Uh-huh.
I didn't want to do cheerleading.
You didn't want
But
to do
I
cheerleading.
was vice president of FHA.
Okay.
I was what else did I do? Oh, I was statistician for the
A statistician?
statistician
What's that?
for the basketball team.
A statistician. So they got a
No, I was scorekeeper for the basketball team. I was statistician for the baseball team, where I kept up with all the hits and all this stuff.
That's like
Anything to be
that's like
around the
a
guys.
janitor calling himself a custodial engineer.
That's what I was.
You was a statistician.
Statistician.
I ain't never heard that in my. So what's the difference between? So scorekeeper, you just kept score.
Scorekeeper, I just kept score. You know how each team have to have somebody keeping score.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Make sure nobody's cheating.
Yeah.
So I was scorekeeper for our basketball team for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Then I was statistician for the baseball team for 4 years. The guys, the men's. I don't do girls.
Yeah. What's up with girls?
I didn't do girls sports.
You had why?
I had to
Why
be-
you had beef with the
'Cause I got
girls?
no, I got to travel with the boys. I wanted to be around the boys.
Oh,
I got to
okay,
travel with the boys to their
okay.
away games. I got to travel with
See,
the
traveling
boys and-
again. You like to
Yeah.
travel. Yeah,
So
yeah.
that was me. So I was involved in that.
So you did the stuff that worked your brain, that you could
Yes.
talk to people, that you
Because
could.
I knew I wasn't athletic.
Okay.
I was too prissy.
You was too pretty.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
You was the
girl.
pretty
I was the
girl.
girly girl. Yeah, I was the
Okay.
pretty girl.
Okay. Oh, you hung with the pretty girls in school.
No, the other people tried to hang with me because I was the pretty girl.
Talk to him. Talk to him. She
I
said
was
no.
pretty girl.
They was trying to hang with me because
I was smart. I was pretty.
You was cool. You was the cool girl.
I was cool with
Okay.
everybody because
You was cool with everybody.
I still had the same personality I have now. I was
Which is a phenomenal personality, which you passed
That's-
on to me
I
as
did.
Dormtainment fans know, or anybody who talks to me know.
That's right.
In the group, they call me the nice guy. I'm a nice
That's
guy. I'm a
right.
very nice guy.
'Cause
Don't
you
make
always had that type of personality.
now don't get on my nerves though. That's a whole nother situation.
That's me too.
Yeah, I'm very nice. I'm very
Until.
open. I'm loving. I'm a very loving person.
Until
It's always an until. Okay, so you did that.
did that,
Grades was good.
grades was good. So
Was
graduated.
my grades good? My grades
Yeah,
was
you was
pretty
AB
good.
student.
Oh, hey,
I
shout
didn't
out.
accept C's and D's. Remember
Come
you got
on
that
now.
D. Remember you got that D.
Which one? Because I got a few.
No, you did not.
In what?
I wasn't having it.
Oh no, we're not talking about college. Okay, we talking
No,
about.
we're not talking about college. We're talking about high school.
I've gotten a D in high school.
I can show you the report cards because you know I got them all.
Oh, don't do that. Don't pull out the paperwork because numbers don't lie.
Why do we keep that stuff?
Because it's you. Well, first off, for a mother, it's all you're never gonna throw that away.
Why do I keep that? I got every report card from you and your sister.
Yeah, you're never gonna throw
every
that away
picture y'all
because
ever took.
I mean,
all that stuff.
that's near and dear to your heart. It's
Yes,
something
it
that
is.
you raised us, you put us through this,
Yes, and I'm proud of it.
and you paid for.
And I paid for it. Did I pay for it?
And you paid for it. It's funny, man. Like a lot of times, like these artists and people that I listen to, their stories, their backgrounds, they come from a rough childhood. I'm here to say I didn't have a rough childhood. I had a very normal
Even though
childhood.
you had divorced parents.
Yeah, even though I had
Yeah,
divorced
yeah,
parents.
y'all kept
We
it
ain't
as
get
normal as
we ain't
possible.
get to
Your
that
dad
yet,
was
but
in
we
your
getting
life?
there, huh?
I said that even though,
Yeah,
very
it is.
normal.
It's fun. It's very. I guess I found. I don't know. I just enjoyed life. I wasn't
Because I wouldn't let you do anything any
Yeah,
other way.
that's
I
true.
let you do all the sports you wanted to do.
Yeah.
I let you do anything you wanted
which
to
I'm
do
very
in school.
thankful for. That's a blessing to say that I didn't have to go through. My real struggle probably came in college when I was off by myself, and I was. But while I was at home, it was home. Like I didn't have nothing to worry about. I ain't had to worry about food. I ain't had to worry about clothes. I ain't had to worry about shelter.
No,
It was there.
it was there.
And so
And you gotta thank God for that.
and always. And you graduated. Wait, well, first off, before I go with graduation, did you ever get any fights in school?
No, I didn't have to.
What you mean you ain't you had goons? You had the
No,
you
girls
said
didn't like me, but they knew not to mess with me.
oh that's what. Hey man, shout out to the boss talk that's going on right now. It's nothing but pure boss talk on here. She said they didn't like me, but they knew not.
Knew not.
And see, that's something for everybody listening right now. For everybody listening right now, if you got somebody that don't like you, just walk with your head high. You know what I'm saying? Walk with your head high. Know who you are. Because if you know who you are, you don't have to worry about what they talking about.
Don't worry about it.
You don't have to, you don't take it personally, and you live life. You do
Yep.
your thing, and nothing will bother you, man.
That's
That's
right.
so they just, I guess because you were such a you were that girl. You were popular.
Yes.
You got homecoming queen.
Yes.
I should have known you had homecoming queen. Look at man, hey, you making me smile in here.
Yes. But see, in the South, and this was very used to me, they had a white homecoming queen and a black homecoming queen.
Really?
Yes. So
Okay,
the
so-
homecoming court always consists of the black homecoming court and the white homecoming court.
Okay.
So the night of, they would always choose a black, and like the homecoming game, they'd always choose a black and a white homecoming queen.
Yeah, yeah.
So out of the girls that was on the black homecoming court, I won homecoming queen. And Cynthia Teague was the homecoming queen for the white court.
Okay.
But everybody in the school voted for one black and one white.
Yeah.
So I was popular, so
You was
that's
popular
how-
amongst the black people
white.
and the white people.
and white, yeah, or else you wouldn't win. The black, whoever was the black
Strategy, people.
queen, whoever
Finesse.
was the black queen had to be popular between both.
Between both. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Both, because everybody in the school voted.
Yeah.
So just blacks didn't vote for black and white.
Yeah.
Voted for white. Everybody.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Wow.
yeah, that was.
Wow. I didn't know. I didn't know they. Man, that's crazy how far we've come. I didn't know they separated it like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's
it was
crazy.
Always a black and a white up until, long as I can remember. Now they don't do it. I don't think. But
What year was this? If you don't mind.
I graduated.
If you don't mind.
I don't mind.
Oh yeah, I know, cause you
I'm
beautiful.
fabulous. And
You are
50.
fabulous. Listen, my mom.
Fabulous and 50.
Shout out to all the Sagittarius women out
That's
there
right.
because my mother just turned 50 on December 10th, and she is beautiful and young and kicking like ever.
But that was 1983.
Oh,
When that was 30 some years ago.
30 some
Yeah.
years
and
ago.
so it was still not,
Yeah.
everything.
man.
Or it
In
would've
'83 they had two. That's because
But really-
83, 80 seems like it seems like that would have happened in like
the 60s
Yeah.
or something. But no, that goes to show that it had to be that way. And a lot of things really is still that way now, but it had to be that way, or a black young lady at that time would have never won homecoming queen.
Yeah.
Especially not in the environment we were in.
Well, that's almost like a milestone for you because to be a black woman in the South
Yeah.
with the racism still, I mean, it's still hot today,
Yeah, it's still hot today,
but with racism how it is, you overcame probably odds that, other people, they just, that a lot of people would be afraid to even go out there to try to do, or what did you have to do to become
And the
like.
fact that I had only been in that school 4 years, that go to show how much I had people that got to know me and like me, because I was elected to be on the homecoming court my junior year, but you couldn't win till your senior year. Actually be crowned homecoming queen.
You couldn't win till your senior year.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I was on the homecoming court. They would have a junior homecoming court, and then they had the senior homecoming court.
Okay.
But they didn't. The queen actually came from the senior court.
Okay.
So I was on the homecoming court 2 years in a row. But I had only been in North Carolina
For
3 years. The first time I was selected to be on the court, and then the senior year,
Did you have to run a campaign or something, or
no?
just
People
nothing
just
like that?
select. Some people nominate you,
Okay.
and then they vote,
Nominate you.
and that was it. And so they
Man.
nominate a white and a black.
Shout out to my mama with the
right.
homecoming court. And that's funny because even in school, if you know, all throughout school, a couple of my closest friends are white.
Mm-hmm.
I got white close friends. I got mixed close friends. I had Mexican close friends.
See, when you were in school, even though you were in a predominantly white school, though.
Yeah. I know I was. Well, Cameron Park, my elementary.
predominantly white.
Was it? Was it?
Oh yeah.
Well, I didn't see color. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't either,
I'm so-
but
I
I knew.
didn't. Yeah,
that,
but you knew. Yeah, you knew that. And then
Well, Hillsborough, period, is not a whole. It's blacks
Well,
here,
the
but
street-
we're in
Let me-
one section.
Let me tell y'all about our section of the small town of Hillsborough, North Carolina. Our street is like the good street is what they would consider, and then like now it's the neighborhood's built up now. It's great now. But like you go past the corner and then you got a lot of weed, a lot of baggy jeans, a lot of long tees in that era.
A lot of ghetto.
But I was cool with a lot of the people. I was cool because everybody, that's funny, everybody knew me. And everybody that knew me knew you. Knew my mom. Everybody knew me. I got along with everybody. And it was just, I don't know, it's kind of weird how people they attach to me very quickly. They gravitate to me very quickly, and I definitely get that from you,
for sure.
And it's funny, you're the aggressive one out of you and my dad. Mm-hmm. My dad's a little
laid back.
I got some of that from him. Mm-hmm. My dad's a little laid back. He's not a confrontational guy. You're not confrontational either. Yeah. But I'm saying, but you'll pop off. You will pop off at somebody before he will. Before he will.
Yes. You have witnessed it.
Yeah, no, I've witnessed it. You'll pop off at somebody before he will. So sorry about that, guys. I'm drinking a smoothie that I called my mom and told her to make when I was on the way home from the gym. What you making that face for?
It looks gross, all that stuff in it.
It looks healthy.
It looks healthy, I'll say that.
Thank you very much. Mm-hmm. So then is there another question about high school I had? Okay, so no fights. Did you have a favorite teacher? Did you have a teacher that stuck out in your mind that maybe said something to you or that kind of influenced you or anything like that? Did you have a teacher like that?
Yeah, I had a couple. My math teacher, Mr. Burns.
Mr. Burns, okay.
Mr. Burns was very
shout out to
helpful.
Mr. Burns.
Yeah, he got me Algebra 1 and geometry and Algebra 2, and I didn't make it to trigonometry. I was done with that.
Trigonometry? I don't even want to think about that. But you was a statistician, so... Yeah. But yeah, statistician.
But then also we had a black teacher. She was the only black teacher.
The only black teacher
in the whole school.
Okay.
Miss Turner. Her son David was there the first year. He was a senior the first year I got there. Mm-hmm. But Miss Turner was the most wonderful. She wore this hairdo up.
She had an updo?
Like she was from the 60s.
She had an updo. Yeah.
Yeah, but Miss Turner was an incredible woman. She was our home economics teacher. Mm-hmm. And she was the president of the FHA. I mean, she wasn't president, but she ran the FHA club.
Okay.
And me and my friend Sharon was president, and I was vice president of the FHA. So when we would be in there along with her in, meetings and things, she was just very influential to me and Sharon. She really, because she was the only black teacher, and I respected her.
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
She gave you guys some wisdom, some pieces of wisdom,
and she understood how to work the system with the white people and get us into the things that we needed to do for FHA and all that stuff. So Miss Turner, I got to give her a shout out. Miss Turner was good.
Shout out to Miss Turner. Who was your best friend in high school?
Sharon Marsh.
Sharon Marsh.
Mm-hmm. Me and Sharon still good friends to today.
Y'all's a clique. Y'all's a little clique.
It was me and Sharon.
Where's Sharon at today?
Sharon's in Virginia.
She's in Virginia.
Manassas.
Okay. In Manassas?
Manassas, Virginia.
If any of my listeners are familiar with Manassas, Virginia, please email us at thedtpodcast@gmail.com and tell me about Manassas, Virginia, because I never even heard of Manassas, Virginia.
Yeah, she was my best friend in high school. We became very close, and like I said, still close to today.
That's cool. Mm-hmm. This dog is really sleeping hard on your lap. He is knocked out. So knocked out. Okay, and then you graduated in what year was your graduation?
I graduated in 83.
83. Okay, graduated in 83.
I graduated in 83, yeah.
And so now, graduation, this is a pivotal point for a lot of young men and women in their lives because it's the next chapter. You're closing one chapter, you're closing high school, you're closing, this past chapter of your life, and you're about to move into the future with your career and things like that. Mm-hmm. What where were you at mentally at graduation?
Mentally at graduation, I was joining the military.
How'd that come about?
That came about during my senior year when I had applied to all the junior year. You're looking at colleges. Senior year, I had applied to colleges. I had been accepted at UNCG. I got an acceptance letter from a couple of more colleges, like I think UNC Asheville.
Yeah.
And, but the more I thought about it, the more I talked to the recruiter that was coming to the school, I just thought he was so sharp in his uniform.
Oh, okay. Well, that's how they get them. They dress sharp. Okay.
The guidance counselor would set up these times for us to come and talk with him. And so he got me to take the ASVAB. I scored high on it. He was so excited. He came back. He was like, well, your scores are very good.
Yeah,
you can do all these different jobs. You can make money. You can travel.
See, travel, that's
when he said travel all over the world.
Listen, Mama, let me tell you about something
done.
real quick. So me and Cam in the group, Cam, and Emmanuel, we have a group called the Uh-Oh Boys. We just inducted Mike not too long ago.
Okay.
Now, what the Uh-Oh Boys is like we put our hand to our... Well, don't look at me like that. Don't make me laugh.
I'm trying to figure out what Uh-Oh Boys mean.
We put our hand to our mouth and we say, uh-oh. Now, what that means is the Uh-Oh Boys is a travel agency. What we do is if you travel anywhere outside the country, you can become an Uh-Oh boy.
Okay.
Or Uh-Oh woman, And the thing about now, we've only been on one trip as a Uh-Oh group, and that's to Toronto. But listen,
y'all getting ready to start.
We getting ready to start this year. Me and Cam, we already said it. We trying to go to Brazil for the Olympics.
Okay.
We trying to start the Uh-Oh. All right.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna send you an application if you want to be in the the Uh-Oh organization. And
I can become a member.
Yeah, but you got to be able to do the Uh-Oh chant. Can you do it? Can you?
Uh-oh.
No. That,
One uh-oh.
And it's a whisper because you don't want too many people to know what you do. You move it. Real G's move in silence. So
uh-oh.
No. That's not a whisper. It's uh-oh. There you see. You on your way to becoming an Uh-Oh member. Now hold on. No. We not in the club. We not in the club. Well, speaking of clubs, real quick, while I'm on it, the music when you were in high school, what was popular? Can you remember? What was like a popular song? Because music is big in Dormtainment. I was like, I can't forget to ask you about that.
I'm trying to think. It was so many popular songs in '83.
83. Or popular bands or artists.
I mean, we had as far as rap, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five.
Grandmaster Flash. Okay.
We had New Edition.
New Edition.
I love New Edition.
They are old edition right now.
Yeah, they old edition, but they new edition to us. New Edition. Keith Sweat. Keith Sweat. He was,
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That boy be whining through a song. Yeah. And he be singing though.
So I mean, those were some of the
Keith
some of the
Sweat.
That was
interesting. Yeah. Okay.
So we partied with them.
You knew about the Zap Band?
Yeah, Zap Band.
Yo, Zap Band.
Cameo.
Cameo is one of my favorite bands. They be jamming.
Cameo used to be a group back then.
You remember the video I showed you where me, Cam, and Chaz did the video to the Zap Band when we said your dad's walking the club? The Do I Did It? Yo, that's my jet. That song is so funky. I was like, I'm trying to imagine being in a club at that time and hearing that. Like, I'm just gonna be happy. I'm just gonna be moving.
Shalimar, second time around. I mean, it was just so many songs I can.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite artist
right now?
No. When you were growing up, or did you ever, or do you listen to kind of everything?
Yeah, we love Prince.
Oh yeah, Prince.
Yeah, everybody loves Prince.
That's the only man I know can wear sparkly heels and women be screaming. He can wear the most mascara
Prince
ever.
Was one of my favorite artists. So that I can't. It's so many. It was so many back then.
I'm pretty sure he levitates when he go to sleep.
Oh yeah, because he's always on platforms.
I know he just levitates when he lay in the bed. He got a green glow around his body, and it just levitate. Okay, so that was the music. Did you have any like parties like, or you didn't? Did you party? I mean, because now hold on, don't look at me like that. I'm talking about before.
You don't need to know all that.
I'm talking about. Yes, I do need to know all that.
You don't need to know what your mama was doing.
Because I need to know, because you was telling me what to do at a certain point. I need to know you know parents was doing the same thing, but as a parent, you're supposed to stop your kid.
Exactly. You don't do what I do.
You do better than me.
That's right.
You do better than me. I'm talking about before you were 17.
Yeah. I used to.
What you doing now?
Okay, let me tell you something about the South. That's why I started liking the South, because we used to have something called a tea.
A tea.
A tea.
Okay.
On Saturday, some Sunday afternoons, the word would spread. Somebody was DJing. Your cousin Jerome used to DJ around all the time at these teas. Somebody's yard turned into the biggest party in the summertime that you ever want to have. And anybody from the South that's my age know about these teas.
Teas.
You go out there to, the party and going to DJ playing, people eating, people cooking fish, chicken.
Well,
deep
as a
frying.
pescatarian, I would have loved the fish,
It was all kinds of food being cooked up.
So
you go to the tea and you party, into the night. The DJ play. It's free. It was free.
It's free, but you not old enough to be out there at the tea.
Yes, I was, because I was hanging out with my sister.
Okay.
And she would drive.
Shout out to my auntie Tona. Shout out
my
auntie.
license.
Well, what about your brother? What about Uncle? What about Uncle James? Was he out there?
James was out doing his thing.
Oh yeah, he grown.
He always.
Yeah.
He was
Because you the baby, right?
Yeah.
You the baby.
I'm the baby, and he in the middle. So he was going to do his thing. Me and Tona was hanging out.
Okay.
She the oldest. So at that time, the parties was free. You can hang out. We ain't had to worry about having no ID to get in. So,
okay.
Yeah, I partied. Then when I turned 16,
you ain't had to worry about having no ID.
Not to get into a tea, because you just walk up in and say,
with these grown men out here, you ain't got to worry about having no ID. Let me go back in time and handle some things.
This is why it's in the South. Because nobody up north where you can't go. You can't have parties out.
I believe it. When
you go over and tell a chapel somewhere in the backwoods somewhere and throw a party, you just show up.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why they call it the tea. That's how I used to party.
All right. So we're gonna fast forward. What? No. One more thing. Did you have any boyfriends in high school?
Okay, let's not go there. You don't need to know about the boyfriend.
You gotta tell me one. I know
I didn't have one all through high school.
Let me find out.
Because he was crazy.
He was crazy?
Well, he wouldn't let nobody else date me. So if he break up
had you one of them.
Nobody else could date me because they were scared that he was going to come try to jump on them. So.
Dang, mama.
Mike Johnson.
Hey, yo, Mike Johnson.
If you talk to anybody that knows me from high school, they be like, okay.
Where
you
Mike
didn't
Johnson
marry Mike Johnson. Where Mike Johnson at? Is he coming?
Hey, Mike Johnson. He sound like, let me see if I can describe Mike Johnson. He sound like he about 6'2", 6'3", somewhere around there. He's short.
He was short.
Okay, but when I think about Mike Johnson, he sound like he's slim with a fro with some long sideburn.
No.
And he sound like he wore pointy toe boots and boot cut jeans.
No.
Okay, Mike Johnson.
Yes.
Okay. So
my boyfriend in high school.
So when you broke up with him, because I'm sure you broke up with him.
When I went into the military, I did.
So, but I'm saying, but through high school, you said people were scared of, or you saying no? There was no need to even break up because he wasn't.
He wouldn't break up.
He wouldn't have.
No.
Mike Johnson wasn't having it. Shout out, hey yo, that's right, Mike Johnson. You better claim your woman, Mike Johnson. you better claim your woman. He said, if I can't have you, ain't nobody gonna have you. Now that's funny, Mike Johnson.
Yep.
All right, and you broke up with him. I know you hurt his heart when you had to leave.
He got the Dear John call.
You gave him the Dear John call?
Call.
Oh, you called him?
Not letter.
You called him and broke up with him?
Yes. Yes, because I'm like, I can't.
Oh, you was already
I'm,
out.
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm up here in boot camp.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, I can't have a boyfriend.
Dang, Mike Johnson. All right, so that
Life goes
closed
on.
the Mike Johnson chapter.
Yes.
And then we move into the Stevie Jerome Green Sr., which is my dad, for those who don't know.
Oh Lord.
that chapter.
chapter.
But so you went into the military. Where did you go first? Where was boot camp at?
Boot camp was New Jersey.
Okay.
And then I went to my schooling, my AIT, which was in South Carolina.
Okay, Jersey, South Carolina.
South
Now,
Carolina.
boot camp, was that tough for you when you first went?
No, I didn't. I mean, I was
you
mentally prepared.
Mentally prepared. Okay.
Yeah.
And see, because you said, that takes me back, because you said you wasn't necessarily an athlete, but that goes to show when you mentally prepare for something, you can overcome,
You can overcome. The physical part,
everything.
they got our bodies, because most of the women that showed up were not able to do one push-up.
Not one.
Not a one.
You couldn't do
our
one.
upper body strength. I couldn't do one when I arrived.
When you arrived.
When I left.
How long is boot camp?
Boot camp was 8 weeks.
Oh yeah, by the time 8 weeks. Oh yeah.
8 weeks.
Because it's every day, right?
Every day they would.
Not Monday through Sunday. Or Monday through Sunday.
7 days a week you was in boot camp.
Ooh.
7 days a week. You might on Saturday and Sunday get a little bit of break, but you was up still.
Oh, I know
something.
you was in some shape.
Yeah. So they whip you into shape in that 8
How many
weeks.
could you do when you left?
When I graduated from boot camp, I could do, I think, 30-something push-ups.
Yo, that's crazy. Like real push-ups,
real
too.
push-ups. The plane was broke, everything.
Let me find out. Hey, put your mind to anything, you can do it. What time y'all had to get up? Oh, God.
Like 4:30, 5 o'clock
5
in the
o'clock.
morning. Run, do PT.
Let me tell you how rough, because in California, because I be calling you in the morning. I get up about 5:30 sometimes to go hit the gym. It be rough.
Yeah. I get up every day to go to work. And it's rough.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't know nothing about that.
No, you don't know nothing about that hard work.
I don't know nothing about getting up and going to work, but I do know about getting up, going to gym. Yeah. And, first off, I do get up and go to work. Yeah. No, thank you very much. We do a lot of work in this business.
Y'all do.
All right.
Yeah.
Flip, don't look at me like that. Yeah. But
he know work.
Yeah. And getting up that early, it's like at first your body's like, oh. And then like after about a week or two, it's like, okay. So it still hurt. Yeah. But it's a little better. So y'all would get up. What was the routine? They wake you up.
Oh, they come through the barracks making all kinds of noise, and you know that it's time to get up, boom, boom. Oh, time to get up, time to get up, boom, boom. They hitting the doors, and we jump up out our beds, make your bed.
Yeah.
Them corners. Bed gotta be tight.
Let me tell y'all, I ain't never seen nobody snap a bed into shape like my mother. Like, I don't know how the corners it be so, when you go to a hotel and you got to kick yourself into the bed because the sheets be so tight. That's what I be having to do. I got to slap the sheet to get in the bed. I'm like, Ma, why is it so tight? But it be crisp.
Yes.
Crisp, but it's organized. You know what? Because of you and my dad from the military, I don't play about time. Don't play about that. If that's any pet peeve I have, it is time. Because my sister is not timely whatsoever. Me and her got beef every time we got to go somewhere, me and her together.
That's a struggle right there. Yeah.
It's like and Cam is this way too. Me and Cam out the group, I will be 15 minutes early if I need to be. Yeah. If I need to be. I don't like being late. I don't like waiting. I don't like when I'm dressed and I gotta wait on people. But now in the group, because not everybody in the group is time conscious like that. So me and Cam have learned to accept people for who they are and to just let them know a little earlier than need to be. So now we have a message system in the group. It's like, yo bros, we're gonna be leaving at 4. So I'm texting you at 12 to get ready now. And we never
Be
on
ready.
time.
Be ready.
Most of the time, no. Everybody's gotten pretty good because I think everybody respects everybody's time thing in the group, and we make sure that we all are conscious of it. But yeah, that's okay. So you would go out. How long would you have to run?
It depends. Some mornings we do 2, some mornings we do 3 miles. Some mornings, if they felt like taking us a little bit further and making us puke.
What's the longest you went?
Oh, the longest we've done is I think we were going on like a 3 mile run, 3.5, maybe 3.5 miles, 3.5 miles. That was it.
At a steady pace, or however pace you.
At a steady pace. Well, you run in formation.
Oh yeah, because it's about team.
Yeah, you
it's
run
about
in formation.
team. It's about.
So you either
That's
fall
one thing
out
the
of
Army is good
formation.
for. Team. You gotta
Yeah, you didn't run by yourself. It
Yeah.
wasn't just everybody running. You
So
run,
whoever's slow, you gotta run. You
you
gotta.
got run it there. They put the slowest in the front to set the pace. That's how the
That's
so,
good because that pushes. That's
yeah.
good. That's
And
that's
it
good.
may make some of the ones that would be kind of faster that was in the back, they would allow them to fall out and come to the front if the pace setter was too slow. The pace setter would always be this person on the left hand side of the formation. They look at you, the pace setter.
You gotta do it.
So
Okay.
if you was too slow and somebody could come up and take over and do the group a little bit faster, so
And then
it was all a
That's
team.
good. It's a team
and the
effort.
ones that were slow would fall out to the back of the formation.
Yeah.
And you keep up the best way you could.
Okay. What
Organization.
Now, when did you meet my handsome father? I'm more handsome than him, but
Yes, you are.
yes, I am.
Because you're a product of me too.
Oh, excuse me.
It's a half and half. He did half, I did half.
When did you meet him? How did
Even
that
though
come
you look
about?
just like him.
I do look like him. Shout out DJ Slice.
Yes, DJ Slice.
DJ Slice. Hey, me and you gonna get a mix popping. Matter of fact, I should have let you host the Broken Famous album, hosted by DJ Slice. I should have done that.
Yes, you should have.
Yeah, no. So, yeah. So how'd you meet him?
When I got to my first duty station in California. He had just come.
See
from
how
Germany.
life come about. Maybe I'm supposed to meet my wife in California because you see
know.
how it's come full circle. I'm
You
back
never
I'm in California now.
That's right.
Now go ahead.
He came to California from Germany, and I came to California from South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first duty station out of AIT, my schooling.
Yeah.
So we both were picked up the same night at the hotel. Well, we didn't know each other was there.
Yeah.
But when we came in, he came in. His flight came in. My flight came in. We
Yeah.
both got to the same hotel there where they put all.
What part of California?
Incoming Barstow,
California.
where they put it. But we were stationed in Fort
If we
Irwin.
have any people that know about Fort Irving or Barstow, California, I
Fort
don't know.
Irwin.
Irwin. Shout
Fort
out
Irwin.
to you. Shout out to Fort Irwin.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we were both the same. So then the next morning, they sent someone from the base to come pick us both up because we had come in late that night or early morning hours.
Okay.
So we both get in the car, and
it was just y'all two in the car.
just us two with the person that come to pick us up.
That's
and he
so
was telling
funny.
us about Fort Irwin.
And it was just y'all two in the
just
car.
us two
That
in
is
the car.
hilarious. That is
we
hilarious.
were just us two in the car. So, he was talking about where he had come from, and I was talking about where I come from, and he was already a specialist in the Army.
So he had
been in 3 years.
He thought he okay.
Oh, he thought he was know all about the Army. So I was like, I didn't have nothing on me.
Yeah. Oh, he had a couple of badges on him.
I was a PFC.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's that stand for?
Private first class.
Private first class. Okay.
And
Okay.
when I got out of, by the time I got finished school.
Yeah.
So when we get there, we go our separate ways. I was stationed in Medac. He was stationed in, the communications
Department.
battalion.
Okay.
Yeah. He was the communications there. So I went to my respective building. He went to his. But as life would have it, we were put in the same dorm. So
Really?
his whole unit, the communications was on
Yeah.
the first floor. Dentac and Medac was on the second floor because we
Okay.
were smaller units. So
Smaller
they
unit,
put
okay.
Dentac and Medac together, the medical unit and the dental unit. And so we were on the second floor, and they were all on the first floor. So it just so happened that he thought he knew me because we rode in the car together.
Of course, see, guys are funny like that. See, because especially if you find the girl attractive, you sitting in the car with you like, all right.
Yeah, okay,
Next time I see it, because I done roll with her.
Yeah.
Next time I see her, I'm gonna crack a little joke or something. You know, I'm gonna see what she got going on.
Yes, and I remember it like it was yesterday.
He was skinny. I know he was skinny.
Yes, he was very skinny. Tall and skinny.
Yeah.
So I had got there and I went to, I was getting my dorm all together. So I was walking out to the store. Mm-hmm. So you know how you guys are. It was a picnic table sitting back there and he was back there with some of the other guys.
Oh, they was chilling. They was posting up.
Yeah. Okay, here comes the fine girl on post.
Hold on. Who's the fine girl?
Your mama.
Ah!
Here comes the fine girl.
Oh man. Okay.
Walking past all these guys, I see them. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Because girls in y'all head, you be like, I see these guys. Like I know they looking.
So I walk past all them. Hey, how you doing? You know, they're hollering and shouting, and your daddy wasn't liking it because I'm talking to the other guys.
What you mean he wasn't liking it? You see it in his face. He's like, man, hey, man.
I know her. Yeah, we rode together. We rode and how you like it? So trying to throw his little part.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm good. So
He said we rode together.
Yeah, we rode together. To the base.
Yo, daddy, hold on.
We rode together to the base.
If you listen to this, don't you ever throw out "we rode together" like that's supposed to mean something. We rode
well,
together.
He meant like we met.
Yeah,
we rode in
yeah.
together. We met, this morning. Or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
So we was good.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, yeah, I do know him. Yeah, I know him. But
now you thought he was cute.
Yeah, I thought it was cute.
Let me find out,
He was out there with Holla. Now I know it was Holloway and a few other guys that was there. So later on that day, I had to wash clothes. And I think it was the next day. I had to wash clothes, and your daddy had CQ, which was they have to.
What's CQ?
You're in charge of quarters.
Okay.
CQ is in charge of quarters, so everybody takes their turn being in charge of quarters.
And as fate would have it,
that's the military. Yeah.
Okay.
Fate would have it. He's sitting down there at the desk. I come down to the laundry because it's on the first floor
to do your laundry,
and I had on some Carolina blue shorts because I was a Jordan fan.
Oh yeah,
and
shout out Tar Heels all day.
I loved my Carolina
Tar Heels all day.
83 Jordan.
Any Duke fans listening, get off of here now because we ain't here for it.
Carolina
we ain't here for it.
UNC fans.
UNC Tar Heels all day. Bleed Carolina blue.
So I had on my Tar Heel colors, and of course that made a little bit of conversation because your mama was fine, and I had on them little shorts. So
come on, man.
I walked past her the first time, and I just spoke.
I ain't trying to hear none of that.
You gotta hear this part, because this is the part that's funny.
I ain't trying to hear it. So you walk past
I walked past first time to the laundry. I come back past, and your daddy said,
oh, God.
Hey, girl, where you going? Where you
he probably stuttered too. Where you going?
I said, back up to my room. What you gonna be doing? I said, well, I'm trying to get my,
what you gonna be doing?
Well, I don't know if he said exactly like that, but so he started up a little conversation. I was like, okay. I said, well, stop by later. I invite him up to my room.
I ain't trying to hear none of that.
That was getting to know him. That was just getting to know him.
That was Netflix and chill for the Army. Oh my God. Oh man.
So that's how it began. So with me and your dad. Then from then on, we was like, we took
y'all's always together. Always.
We was always together. I'd come listen to him. He would show me how all his spinning and DJ Slice and all that stuff.
My daddy been DJing out here in these streets for a long time. I be joking around and about the DJ Slice, but he really be DJing. That's the funny thing, He really be DJing. I think if he wouldn't have went into the Army, he probably would have pursued.
He loved music. He had all kinds, all these. At that time, we had albums and 45s and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But even when you was a child, he would sit you in the chair. He had his DJ stuff set up. He was
and I would just be listening.
And you'd be listening. You'd be dancing to the music. He'd have you bopping your head.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, on
and
the
my
microphone.
head was big as a child.
He'd put you up on the microphone. You know, he'd be
I'd be
exactly.
That's when my rap career started.
Yeah, so it was in your blood.
It was in my blood. Okay, so then you were in California, and then when did you guys get shipped to Germany? Who that calling you? Oh, okay, yeah. Let's go ahead and ignore that because we got business we doing right now.
So then I had to. Then we went to while we were in California. He came on orders first.
Okay.
And we weren't married, but we were living off post.
Okay.
So when he came on orders, you know, he was getting nervous. You know, well, I'm gonna have to leave, and you know, I really don't want to leave you. So,
oh, ain't that sweet?
Yes, it was.
Ain't that sweet?
So then he proposed.
Uh-oh!
And that was it.
How old were you?
19.
19.
Because I went in when I was 17.
And he was 22. I'm trying to think of me at 22.
He was 22.
At 22, what was I doing at 22? I was just walking across the stage at the Art Institute.
Yeah, you were graduating college, at 22.
I can't see me. I had a girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
But proposing?
No.
Not happening.
Things is totally different when I see my children at that. They Taylor, 19, get married?
No.
No.
Oh, no.
Well, a lot of people do.
Well, my sister half retarded, so...
so no. I can't see it. But we were more mature.
I love you, sis.
And we had been out in the world and doing more.
Yeah. It was a different time.
Yeah, it was a different time.
It wasn't a social media time. It was a different time.
And then we didn't have any other choice. And we knew we loved each other. So at that point, we went to Vegas and got married at the Silver Bell Wedding Chapel.
Y'all got married at the Silver Bell Wedding Chapel
in Vegas.
That sounds like something out of a movie.
Yes, we got in the car. We took the 2 or 3
because you didn't
days
feel like
off.
waiting. You wanted to go ahead and get it done.
Well, because if we would have waited, I wouldn't have been able to get on orders to go to Germany.
With them.
Yeah,
okay.
So
okay.
we had to.
You doing what you had to do.
Yeah, we were doing what we had to do, but we loved each other. We knew we wanted to be together. So either we were going to be apart by the military keeping us apart, or we were going to be together by getting married, or because I couldn't go if we weren't married.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So
makes sense.
Once we got married, then I got orders to, it took a while, but they finally got me on orders to go to Germany.
Okay.
And so we were able to leave at the same time.
And so now this brings me to another chapter in your life.
Oh, Lord.
Now, it was on April 1st, 1988, that a king was born unto you. Was born unto you.
Yes, unto me.
Your baby boy, your one and only boy.
Yes.
Stevie Jerome Green Jr., a.k.a. Rome Green, a.k.a. I Roam a Lot.
Okay. All the AKAs.
All the AKAs.
Just say all the AKAs.
Now, when you found out you were pregnant, you were in Germany or on the way to Germany?
No, we were actually in North Carolina when I found out.
You were in North Carolina, okay.
I came home, and your granny said, she looked at me, and she said, "You pregnant?"
Mother's intuition.
I said, no, because I said, I ain't pregnant. I've been taking the pill. I've been popping them like candy. We had been married 3 years.
Yeah.
We had been married 3 years. I was like, no, I ain't ready to have no baby. She said, okay. And then she said, and then I said, well, I said, I can't remember. I said, I don't think I had my, cycle last month. She was like, She said, I think we need to go. She said, let's just go to the clinic and get a pregnancy test. And I was feeling kind of, queasy. I wasn't real sick, but I was like, I just don't feel good. And she was looking, she said, because you're pregnant. I said, Mom, I am not pregnant. Okay.
And you were 22, 21.
I was 21.
Okay.
Yeah, 21.
Yeah.
I had you when I was 22. I was 21. She said, okay, let's just go. We went to the clinic. She was sitting there. She was waiting. She was like, the test going,
She knew. She knew already.
Yeah, she knew already. So the lady come back. She said, congratulations. I said no.
You said no.
Because I was
You
so
wasn't
shocked.
ready. Yeah, you
no,
just
I
wasn't
was
ready.
I
But
mean, I wasn't ready, but I
you
was
so
like,
shocked. Yeah, you
I
did.
was shocked because I knew that
Yeah.
I had been, still taking the pill. I'm like,
Yeah,
well, should
yeah,
I?
yeah.
And she said, well, stop taking those right away. So I was like, okay, I couldn't
Mothers
be.
know.
So
now, was I a good baby in the stomach? Or did I kick around?
You was. I didn't have morning sickness.
Because I'm a boss.
I just drank gallons of milk.
Let me tell y'all about this milk situation. I think my mom ruined my stomach because you drank gallons.
Like your daddy would go to the store and buy a gallon, gallon jug of milk.
What kind of urges? But pregnancy urges. Is
It was like 2-3 days. Every meal I drank milk.
Milk.
I just craved milk. I could just go in there and like water. I could just pour me a glass of milk and just drink milk.
You ruined my stomach.
Vitamin
Whole
D
milk too.
Whole milk. Yeah, whole milk.
Not whole milk, but whole milk.
Whole milk. Whole milk. Vitamin
You
D.
ruined my stomach. You
Yeah,
took me
mine too.
apart. You
Mine
took
too.
me apart. But so then I was born in Heidelberg, Germany.
Yes, you were born in Heidelberg.
Now, did you know it was gonna be April 1st? You knew it was gonna be April Fool's Day, or y'all was
No,
was
it
around
was
there?
a pool at work, and everybody else would pick. Nobody would pick April 1st except this one guy.
One guy picked it.
This one guy paid, so he got all the money. He said, "I knew because I kept saying it's not gonna be April Fool's baby. I'm not gonna have an April Fool's baby.
April Fool's baby.
And look what happened. I said it's gonna be on my dad's birthday, either
Yeah.
March 29th
Yeah.
or the 3rd. I said it's gonna be somewhere in there. My due date was April 5th. That's what they were telling me. My due date was like April 5th, somewhere around there.
I said, nah, a fool was trying to come through. I said it.
Yes,
I
the
said-
fool that I had on April Fool's
Was trying-
trying to come through.
Trying to come through. I said, I'm out of here.
And you didn't even come that night before on the 30th.
Nope.
Or what month you got? 31 on 31st.
Yeah.
You didn't come on the 31st. You waited.
I was
the
a
next
morning. I was a
April
morning
1st.
time baby.
9 a.m.
Maybe that's why I get up.
9 a.m.
Maybe that's why I'm a morning person. I
After
can get
I
up.
had went all night long. I just knew you coming for 12 o'clock, but
Nope.
you didn't. So that's why you were born on April Fool's Day.
And now
It was in that.
and now I do comedy.
Yeah.
And now I do comedy.
Now you do comedy.
April Fool's
And
was
you
a
was
joke.
an April Fool's baby.
It don't get no better than that.
No, no, it don't get no better than that.
So a lot of people don't know. Well, now they know you were in the military, and we traveled. So we went from Germany
Yeah.
to
From Germany from Worms, Germany to you were born in Heidelberg, but we lived in
we
Worms.
lived in Worms. How far is that from Heidelberg?
About 30 minutes.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This is my first time knowing we lived in Worms.
Yeah, we lived in Worms. That the whole time we were there.
27 years later, I now know.
Worms, Germany. It's spelled WRMS, but it's Worms.
WRMS.
WORMS, like worms.
Oh, but
they pronounce it Worms.
It's Worms.
Worms.
Worms,
Yes,
Germany.
you know how harsh they are.
Oh, yeah.
Worms.
I only know a couple of German vowels. That's about
Yeah.
it.
So we lived in Worms the whole
Yeah.
3 years, almost 4 years.
Okay.
Then we came back to Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. What part of Massachusetts?
We lived in Ayer, where the military base was.
Ayer, Massachusetts.
Near where the military base
How
was.
far is that from Boston?
It was about 45 minutes from
Oh,
Boston.
that's not bad.
Yeah.
Okay, it's outside of Boston. Okay.
So we lived there. Then your daddy came on orders for Panama. And he got sent to Panama.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, me and you had to end up staying there because I didn't come on orders for Panama. And I questioned why that was. They said because he was going to, it was a wartime situation because Noriega was acting up over there. So he came on orders to go there for
Panama. Okay.
Then at that point, I was like, oh, am I going to stay in? Yeah, I'm staying. So I stayed in. Then at that point, Bush went crazy and started
Daddy Bush.
Desert. No, not Daddy Bush. Was that time? Daddy Bush, yeah. Daddy Bush, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was the Desert Storm
There's
thing.
a storm, yeah.
Desert Storm thing started. So when that started, I was like, I got my baby.
I'm out of here.
I'm out of here.
I'm outta here.
I can't do it. So your daddy was. I talked to him. I said they trying to send me to over in Saudi, and I said I just can't leave Stevie, for that amount of time. So we decided together that I would get out and come to Panama where he is.
Yeah, you can't leave it, baby.
I couldn't leave my baby.
No way.
I don't care what the military say. I wasn't leaving my baby. I couldn't leave, not Stevie Jerome Green Jr. Not him.
Because I was how old that time?
At that time, you were 2.
Oh, yeah, no, you couldn't, yeah.
Yeah, because we came back to the States and you were born you might not even been 2 yet. Because we came back to the States in 89.
Yeah.
So you were about a year, because I got out in 91.
Oh yeah, you definitely.
So you were about 2 or 3. Yeah. So it was.
Oh yeah, no, that wasn't happening.
About 2 or 3. No, that wasn't gonna happen. I couldn't do that. So I got out. We went to Panama. We packed up. We moved to North Carolina first. Mm-hmm. To get orders, to wait on orders to come, and then when we got orders, we moved to Panama.
I remember Panama, man.
See, you were getting to the age like 3 or 4 years old. Really,
this is where I remember Panama. I don't remember Germany, of course. I don't remember Massachusetts. I remember Panama,
and you should,
because for those who don't know, this is a good time to tell this story. I had a friend named Michael that stayed a couple of houses down, and I had a Ninja Turtle Big Willie bike. I rode my bike to Michael's house one day. I knocked on the door. I said, "Can Michael come out?" His mom said, "Yeah, baby, hold on. Let me go get him." Now, she had a trash bag in her hand. She dropped the trash bag off, closed the lid, screamed, and ran back in the house. Me being the April Fool's baby I am, the Aries that I am, I'm curious. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Excuse me. So I go around the trash can, and there is a yellow python slithering his tongue at me like old boy on the Jungle Book.
And we knew.
And I left my Big Willie. I ran back to the house full speed. Came back in there
wide open,
crying because I didn't know. I thought I seen the devil.
Yeah,
I ain't
the
know.
neighbor had to come out, and he had to, because he ended up coming out and getting the snake.
Yeah,
I wasn't going nowhere near.
Oh
it.
yeah,
I wasn't coming out. I was
not
like,
touching the snake. No,
nobody's going out.
I can't. You talking about?
Yeah.
You talking about just running and not remembering where you are? I'm just running
in panic mode. He was in panic mode.
But Panama was really tropical. I do remember that. It was very tropical.
It was beautiful.
Beautiful.
And the weather was always, I loved it in Panama.
Panama was the first time I tried to do no hands on a bike, and I face planted.
That's when you learned how to ride your bike.
Yeah, and I face planted real hard, and that wasn't fun.
But we was there 2 years, so you was 5.
I remember a little white girl, I think, or a Spanish girl.
No, a little white girl.
She was white?
Yeah, she was bossy.
See,
yeah, she used to boss you around.
Hold on now, you ain't got to tell. Why you got to talk about that on the podcast? Hold on now.
Your daddy gonna remember. Your daddy remember her name because he couldn't stand that little white girl.
Hey, listen, I was just a gentleman. She wasn't bossing me around.
Yes. Okay, we'll put it that
I was
way
a gentleman, and I let her talk to me. I don't remember the girl. I kind of remember her face a little bit, but I don't.
Yeah, she was a little white girl.
She was older than me?
Yeah, she was older than me.
So she probably about 30-something now?
Yeah, she probably is. She probably don't.
Well, let me tell you something, girl. If you listen to this right now, you ain't going to be bossing me around no more, because I ain't having it. So then from Panama, we went back to North Carolina.
Panama, we went back to North Carolina. And your daddy got orders to Fort Bragg, Fayetteville,
North Carolina. Yeah. Shout out Fayetteville. We done 2 shows in Fayetteville. Shout out Fayette now. Yeah, definitely Fort Bragg.
Your daddy came to Fort Bragg, but we had separated at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So that was when we had made our split then. And your daddy was stationed Fort Bragg. And that's why he was still so involved in your life, because we was here in North Carolina.
And he was in Fort
Family
Bragg.
was here. He was here. So it all worked out.
Yeah. That's beautiful. My dad is from Sarasota, Florida, for those who are wondering, from country, because that's country as well.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think, what did the Army teach you? What's one of the main things the Army taught you?
The Army taught me a lot of things.
Yeah.
The Army taught me discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Army taught me organization.
Mm-hmm.
And the Army taught me mind over matter, which is very important because when things mess with your mind,
oh yeah,
it can cause all types of other things. But if you don't let your mind be controlled by that, because in the military a lot of it was them messing with your mind. It was mental.
yeah.
So
because you never know what's gonna happen.
You never know what's gonna happen. So you have to be, prepared. So they throw something at you. So you gotta be, you gotta be prepared. But I learned that no matter how much that sergeant hollered at me in my face, and no matter how many push-ups he made me do, it was to make me better.
Yeah.
And in my mind, when I knew he was hollering, that's why I could look at the hollering that, okay, you can holler and scream in my face, and I'm listening.
Yeah, I'm listening.
But it doesn't bother me.
Exactly.
That's the part.
Exactly.
So the discipline, the organization, the, mind, mental stability.
Yeah.
Because some people can't.
Oh, yeah. Can't handle it. Yeah. Not going to be able to handle that.
Stable. Yeah. Can't be mentally stable.
Now, me growing up, I was always a happy child because I was just a phenomenal child all around.
You were always a good child. I never had any problems out of you.
I was a good baby.
That one time, you hanging out with Brandon and them and beating up,
Beating up? Come on,
or
man.
Attempting.
And he was talking about my mama. We had to come see him.
He was talking about your mama.
We had to come see him. She talking about an incident in 5th grade when I had to.
That was so funny.
When I had to come see somebody.
My Stevie?
I had to come see somebody for talking about my mama. Me and my boys had to.
Shout out.
Me and my boys. They know who they are. We had to come see somebody for talking. And that's
so
a true
funny.
friend. They talking about my mama. You talking about everybody's mama. You the mama of the county, you know what I'm saying? Everybody knows Stevie Green,
I
mama.
think that was the first day I met Wesley's mom and dad.
Hey,
I had to come to the school.
Wesley ain't Wesley mama, she white, but she black too.
Yeah, she was ready.
She black too. That's funny, man.
But other than that, I never had any problems. So
if I talked about everything I wanted to on this podcast, we'd be going on for about 3-4 hours.
We go on forever now.
But I do want to jump to when I went away from school. Was that hard for you when I said I was going to Atlanta?
Yes.
Because I've been with you for 18 years at that point.
And any mother and
any
parent, I'll say
any
parent
parent
that loves their children knows that when that time comes, that's going to be, hard, especially if they're going out of state.
Yeah.
That was very tough when you drove away that day for me and your sister. Matt had to console us so much that we just me and your sister were no more good that day that car pulled off.
Y'all was up here crying.
Yeah.
I didn't know y'all was up here crying, man.
Taylor came in this house and boo-hooed.
Y'all was something else.
We was like, I said we gonna see him. And then that day I had to, when me and Matt drove your car down there.
Yeah.
And then I had to get on that train and leave you again. I cried all the way back to the.
You're such a mom.
Matt was like, it's gonna be okay. I said, but I'm leaving my baby.
Leaving your baby in a whole new city.
In a whole new city.
But it was so good for me to do that because Atlanta changed my life.
And I had to be the type of mother that was, and I always was that way.
Yeah.
This is what I gotta let him do this.
It was in my heart. I was like, I gotta go do it.
And it was meant to be that way. And God made.
Because look where we at now.
It better for me to be able to deal with it because you needed to be there.
Oh no, I needed to be there. No, I definitely needed. Is this a ladybug in here? All right, I don't know what to do. Do I kill it? I'm not killing the ladybug.
You better smash it.
I'm not killing. What? Look, come here, little ladybug.
And every now and then, don't let Flip see it.
Here. But that was good. That was good for me because, like I said, Atlanta. I became a man in Atlanta. I was in Atlanta from 18 to 25.
Yeah.
And
you
then
had to do that.
And I had to do that.
That
and
was
then
a part of your life.
I met 5 guys who helped change my life.
That's right.
Who helped change my life and help me become a better person. Each one of those guys, I thank dearly because they brought out a different side of me. They've helped me grow. They've helped me, we help each other.
That's right.
And I know I'm gonna wrap it up here shortly, but what I do want to say is that when I started Dormtainment, when I first started telling you I'm doing videos online, I know you was like, boy, if you don't go get a job.
Yes. Well, you had a job, and then you,
I had a job,
didn't.
but
You was unemployed.
I couldn't keep a job.
You got to do something.
I couldn't keep a job, and that's when I just knew. I said, I'm never gonna be able to have a job. Like, I can't do it. I have to be my own boss. I sound like Dame Dash when I say that, but I have to do my own thing. I couldn't keep a job.
Yeah.
I couldn't get. I was like,
You didn't want to keep. I
didn't want to keep a job. I could have kept a job.
You could have kept a job. You didn't want.
I didn't want. I said, this ain't for me. Yeah. This ain't for me. So as a mother,
9 to 5 was not for you.
Not for me. And as a mother, you were probably like, because I know, like, honestly, you probably was like, I'm not sure about this yet. Of course.
Yeah, many days. Yeah.
He was like, I'm not sure about this. Yeah, he's with these guys. Yeah, they're making videos, but what are they really doing?
This is what I paid for. Him to go to college for. To come out and make videos. That's what I said. Everybody that asked me, what were you doing? I said, well, he's with Dormtainment, this group, this entertainment group, creative college comedy. And
but what was good about though, it was that, I forgot that phone was on. We started our own business. That's the big thing about it. We got an LLC.
Yes.
We got our business license. Yeah, it was a legit. It's still a legit business. Yeah. We're a business first. We're not 6 actors. We're a business, a production, a group. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That
a wonderful business.
A wonderful business that has flourished now, and it's going to keep going. And we want to eventually be able to bring other people into the business and create this whole web.
Very proud of you guys.
Now,
you guys have come a long way.
To wrap it up here, when did you first realize, like, okay, they got something going here?
When did I first realize it?
Yeah. I mean, I know deep down you probably always say, I know he's not doing it for no reason, but
I think I first realized it when I think y'all started getting paid from YouTube. Because I was like, who does? Because I didn't know that could be done.
Yeah, we didn't know it could be done.
Yeah, I didn't know
we
it could be done.
We still don't know half the stuff that could be done. We just live in it and we just go with it.
Yeah, I was like, okay, well, they actually making money and able to live. I said, I don't have to take care of him anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe just a little.
Hey, calm down.
But
everybody got to know that. Chill out.
I don't have to take care of Andy. Y'all doing what you do, and I just thought that was the most wonderful thing.
And that's
how, I just let it go. I'm still letting it go and letting you do, your thing. You're growing.
Because now it's a whole nother beast now.
Level.
From 2009 till now, it's a whole nother.
It's a whole nother level.
It's
from the time you've graduated from college 2010.
2010, I mean, yeah.
To now, it just has been, I'm like, okay, it's his. But I've always been the type, once I got you through college.
Yeah.
I was gonna let you fly anyway.
You really felt it at the Charlotte show this year.
Oh yes, that was. I really.
For those who don't
like
know, my mother was in the front row, and this was probably our best show to date.
Yes, I was one of the proudest.
It was electrifying.
Mothers. I was proud. I felt like the mother of all of
y'all. Yeah.
That night, not just you, of all of y'all. I just felt like I had birthed all of y'all because this was amazing, and I couldn't believe how
we couldn't believe it. Like standing ovations.
It was a wonderful, wonderful show, and I realized then I was like, okay,
these boys
is real.
Yeah,
they serious. They're serious,
and it was so great to have you there that night because just like. I'm glad you got the experience at this level.
Yeah.
Because next it's Arena and it's Madison Square.
Yes.
And then it's hopefully maybe we'll do a Coliseum over in Rome one day or something. I'm speaking it all. I'm trying to do it all.
Yes.
I'm trying to take this group. We want to go down as the best comedy group in history. And I was able to do it because of the way you raised me, because of the things that you taught me, the values that you taught me, the morals, everything. So I want to say thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. of course, we'll probably do another part to this. Maybe after we get the first $1 million check, I'll come back.
Yes.
We'll do the part 2 of this, and that's going to be even fun. Or when I get the GQ cover,
yes.
when Dormtainment
get we speaking on right now, it's going to happen.
We'll come back. We'll do another podcast, and you'll be like, so remember we was talking about it beforehand,
I remember that.
And now it's here. But any last words for those listening who are fans of Dormtainment and fans of I Roam a lot, coming from my mother? Any last words, any words of wisdom, anything you got for anybody?
Just follow your dreams.
Follow your dreams.
And don't let anybody, stifle your dreams. I've just never been the type of mother that I'm involved in your life and I'm there to support you.
Yeah.
But I'm going to let you live your life the way you want to live it. And
because it's my life at the end of the day.
Good, and I tell you, it's your life and it's your sister's life. And I take the good with the bad. And you have to learn these life lessons just like I did.
Yeah.
So I just believe that your path in life has already been set. And it's not for me to alter. It's for you to just live out as God has planned it.
Oh, yeah. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for listening to this. Like I said, this is a very special podcast for me. We could have got so much deeper. We could have been talking probably for about 5 hours.
Yeah.
At least 5 hours at minimum. But I can't drag it on too long. But I just want you guys to get a taste of my personal life. I wanted to open up to you guys and just kind of let you know that, hey, man, I'm a regular dude just like
That's right.
I'm a regular person just like everybody else, man. I eat and poop the same way.
And sit at home with your mama during the holidays.
And sit at home with my mom during
spoiled.
the holidays and get spoiled. And these are honestly the times I appreciate because, it's a blessing because some people don't have that to go home to. Some people don't have that to do it. So I never take it for granted. And I use these times to recharge and just count my blessings that God has gave me. And shout out to my dog Flip in here. He want to go outside and use the bathroom, but you can go ahead and let him out. I'm gonna wrap it up. I love you.
Love you too.
Thank you. So guys, thank you very much for tuning in. I don't know what the next podcast will be. Maybe I'll come up with something else cool. Maybe I'll get to talk to my grandmother or my dad or somebody like that. So stay tuned. Thank you guys for rocking with us. Broken Famous 2 out now, iTunes, Amazon, everywhere. Just go search it, Broken Famous 2. New skits coming 2016. A lot of big things coming. Thank you for your support, and thank you for your continuous love. And I love you guys, and I'm out.